You wake up to the sound of your phone buzzing. 3 missed calls from a number you've been avoiding for 2 weeks. Your stomach drops. You know exactly who it is, and you know exactly what they want. The $15,000 you don't have. Welcome to your life as a street hustler who made one very, very bad decision. Let's rewind 3 months. You were doing all right for yourself. Not great, but all right. Selling knockoff designer bags on street corners, running small card games in the back of your cousin's barber shop, maybe moving some electronics that fell off trucks. Nothing that would put you on anyone's radar. You were making just enough to keep your tiny apartment and eat something better than instant noodles twice a week. But here's the thing about the hustle. It's never enough. You always want more. You always think the next score is going to be the big one. That's when you met Sal. Sal wasn't his real name, obviously. Nobody in this world uses their real name. He showed up at your card game one night wearing a suit that probably cost more than your car. He didn't play, he just watched. And when the game ended, he asked you to take a walk with him. "I like your operation," he said, lighting a cigarette. "Small, quiet, smart. You've got potential." Those words, "you've got potential," they're like poison wrapped in candy, because what Sal really meant was, "I can use you." Sal offered you an opportunity. A shipment of high-end merchandise was coming in. Watches, jewelry, designer clothes, the real stuff, not the knockoffs you'd been peddling. All you had to do was help move it. He'd front you the goods, you'd sell them, and you'd split the profit 60-40. His favor, of course. "What if I can't sell it all?" you asked. Sal smiled, but it wasn't a friendly smile. "You'll sell it. You're a hustler, right?" You should have heard the threat hidden in that question. You should have walked away, but you saw dollar signs and a way out of your cramped apartment and your hand-to-mouth existence. You shook his hand. That handshake cost you everything. Because 2 weeks later, the cops raided your stash spot, and just like that, $15,000 worth of Sal's merchandise vanished into an evidence locker. You tried calling Sal immediately. Of course, his number was disconnected. You went to the spots where you'd seen him before. Gone. You asked around, carefully, trying not to look desperate. Then, 3 days after the raid, a different guy showed up at your door. Bigger than Sal, meaner looking. He didn't introduce himself. "Sal says you owe 15 grand, plus interest. You've got 2 weeks. "But I got raided. I lost everything. I don't have—" He held up one massive hand. "I don't care about your problems. Sal doesn't care about your problems. You took his product. You owe him money. 2 weeks. He left before you could say anything else. That was 14 days ago. You've spent the last 2 weeks doing everything you can think of to scrape together cash. You sold your TV, your laptop, your watch. You even sold your car, the one thing you actually owned outright. That got you $3,000. You went back to your old hustles, working twice as hard, taking bigger risks. You ran card games every night. You sold everything you could get your hands on. You borrowed money from friends, making up stories about emergency rent or medical bills. You even considered robbing someone, standing outside a bank for 2 hours before your nerve failed. You've managed to scrape together $8,000. It's not enough. It's not even close to enough. And now it's collection day, and your phone won't stop buzzing. You finally answer on the 7th call. "Yeah? The warehouse on Fisher Street, 1 hour. The voice is flat, emotionless. Then the line goes dead. You know the warehouse. Everyone in your world knows the warehouse. It's where people go for 2 reasons, to do business or to get hurt. Sometimes both. You count your money one more time, like maybe it'll magically multiply if you just stack it differently. Still $8,000. You stuff it in a backpack and head out. The walk feels like it takes forever and no time at all. Your mind is racing. Maybe you can negotiate. Maybe you can offer to work it off. Maybe they'll give you more time. Maybe. When you arrive, 2 guys are waiting outside. They don't say anything, just nod toward the door. You walk in. The warehouse is mostly empty, except for some crates and a metal chair sitting in the middle of the concrete floor. Sal is there, along with the big guy from your apartment and two others you don't recognize. Sit, Sal says, pointing at the chair. You sit. You try to look confident, but your hands are shaking. So, Sal says, do you have my money? You reach for your backpack. I have 8,000. I've been working non-stop and I can get you the rest. I just need... You need more time, Sal interrupts. That's what you were going to say, right? You nod. Sal lights a cigarette and takes a long drag. Here's the problem with more time. I gave you time already, 2 weeks, and you're $7,000 short. That tells me one of two things. Either you're not taking this seriously, or you're not capable of paying me back. I am taking it seriously. Let me finish. His voice is quiet, which somehow makes it scarier. If you're not taking it seriously, I need to make an example out of you so other people don't get the same idea. If you're not capable of paying me back, then you're useless to me. Either way, we've got a problem. Your mouth is dry. You try to swallow but can't. What do you want me to do? Sal smiles, and this time it's almost genuine. Now we're getting somewhere. See, I can't just forgive $7,000, but I'm a reasonable guy. I can offer you a way out. He walks over to one of the crates and pulls out a package. This needs to be delivered. Tomorrow night. You make the delivery, your debt is cleared. You stare at the package. It's small, wrapped in brown paper. You don't know what's in it, but you know it's nothing good. Where does it need to go? You don't ask questions, you just deliver it. You're looking at the package, and you're thinking about everything that got you here. The shortcuts, the easy money, the belief that you were smarter than everyone else, that you could hustle your way through anything.
Here's what you understand now. There's no such thing as easy money. Every shortcut has a price. And in this world, once you're in, you're in. They own you now. You can take the package and do whatever they want, and maybe they'll clear your debt. Or maybe this is just the beginning, and they'll have another job for you after this, and another one after that, and you'll never be free. You can refuse and walk out, and hope you can disappear before they find you, but they will find you. They always do. You can go to the cops, but what are you going to tell them? That you're a street hustler who lost someone else's stolen merchandise? You'll end up in jail, and Sal's people will find you there too. The phone in your pocket buzzes again. It's your mom, probably calling to check in like she does every Wednesday. She doesn't know anything about your life. She thinks you work in sales. You look at Sal, you look at the package, you look at the door, and now you have to make a choice, because this is your life now. A street hustler who owes money to the Mafia, standing in a warehouse with no good options, realizing that every decision you've made has led you to this exact moment. The question is, what are you going to do next?